got the motion, you're the curious kind. That's something that I recognize. Won't you stay? It's a beautiful day. Don't walk away. Don't walk away.
We're going to look here for about 15-20 minutes, and then if we don't see anything, then we're going to move. We just need to get back in the brush, and we'll just kind of work up that way, and we'll slap each other in the face with limbs and stuff in here. Well, we got to get through here, so whatever you think's the easiest route, and you guys are all on your own insurance, so there's some kind of a mushroom growing there, but not what we're after. Here's some of that trillium. We got some Oregon grape there too that's trying to come up. Come on, mushroom. Where you at? Hey, I found one. Found two of them. But they like this green here a little bit, but you gotta see that big one right there, bigger one right there.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
And then right there's another one, and then underneath that little sapling there, there's another one there.
Yeah.
And then see how this one's hid right there?
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
I mean, that's why you see, you got to watch. But there's one right here underneath that tree there, see? Mm-hmm. But when you see them, then you got to look around, because
There'll be others.
yeah, some of them will be gone. But the way I do them is I just take my knife and
right at the ground level.
Yeah, right at the ground level like that. And these are still pretty good yet, because there's no worm. Usually the worms start right there, but you can put them in your bag. I should eat that shiitake. Everybody should eat one shiitake a day. Those are so good for you. But after, you ask what happens after the mushrooms, well, come June, then the berries start, or June, July, the berries start. Kind of just move away from the mushrooms and get into the berries. Well, let's find some mushrooms.
here's our loot.
I tell you something else about me is, you know, when I'm out picking in my patch and I hear a car come by, I'm gonna hide. I'm gonna be behind a tree or somewhere, and yeah. And one time I was up in the Barlow Ranger District, and it was in May there, and it was a real wet spring, and them blonde morels it was really a good year, and I picked a bucket full, and I took them back to the car and dumped them, and I went back again, and I hear this car coming, and so man, no place to hide, you know, and so I'm down under by a stump there, and I'm hiding, and this old car, he slows up, you know, and then he goes on down the road about a half mile and pulls on over, and I happen to look, and I've got this yellow rain jacket on, sticking out like a sore thumb out there, you know. That hawthorn berry, I can make some jelly of that is just gorgeous to it. But that hawthorn is supposed to be good for your heart. But I don't eat enough. I make this wild berry jams and stuff, you know, and there's always a little left, in the, you know, and I'm always knocking that down, but. You know, I like morels. I like mushrooms fried, and I like you know, I like to on morels. I like to split them into, get a bowl of cold salt water, real salty to taste, and put them morel halves down in that salt water, and then I'll take and I'll rinse that salt water off of them morels. And then put a kitchen towel out there and set them out on that kitchen towel and let them air dry for 15-20 minutes and let them get air dried. And then I like to just roll them in flour and then fry them in hot oil and get them brown on both sides but soft in the middle. And morels have got to be cooked. If you eat them raw, they're going to make you sick. You know, people come to the market, and how do you know that's not a poisonous mushroom, you know? And I always tell them, I says, well, if I see you next week, then I'll know that some of them laugh and some don't, you know?